Ah, here we go again.
Well, that was the most depressing intro I think I've ever made, but then again, I think that it suits this video very well because today I am back with another 100 days of Minecraft. I don't know why I'm doing this, I don't really have the time to be doing this, but I think it's funny anyway, so I hope you enjoy. Yes, this is dumb, but I just realised that my skin has like a black neck hole patch, so if you drop a like and possibly even subscribe, I will let you see it again. Alright, thank you, bye. So I started off on my new very epic, very cool Minecraft world. I got everything I needed to chop down a tree and started making my way into getting some stone. I got enough for a couple of tools and I started making them. Some reason I'm pretty productive today, I don't really know why. I made my tools and I decided to head off, but not before brutally murdering some animals. It seems to be a massive theme on the prop channel. I don't know why, but I seem to be fairly good at it, so we're gonna be doing that. I don't know. I eventually found a cow, and it was just standing there with its child. I murdered it, right in front of the child. But you didn't see anything, did you? I continued running and I stopped to pick up some mushrooms because priorities, obviously, I mean, you know. Anyway, I continued and I found a massive spruce forest or forest of some sorts. I don't think those are spruce trees. I went and I looked in this village that I come across. The loot was absolutely trash, but I took it anyway because why not? I decided to claim my house. Proc is very epic and very cool, I do agree. I began day 2 with some manual labour. I pretty quickly came across some iron, so that was nice because I've struggled to do that recently. I put my pork into a furnace and by the time I was out of the mine it was done. Pretty tasty, I'm not gonna lie. I then met my neighbour who seems to be a bit of an idiot. On day 3 I continued exploring around the village. I found a cat, which is my next aim. I want to tame it. I found a house with some books in it, so I've got like 4 bookcases now, and then I found someone's unattended child, although I must have looked quite scary because it ran away quite quickly. On day 4 I stored all of my items before leaving the house because I didn't want a messy inventory. I saw an iron golem which stared me down, I don't know why. I exited a house and saw some cult gathering or something, I don't want to live here anymore. And then I found a cat which I think I traumatized as I stalked it probably 200 blocks. It got late and I forgot where my house was, so I was looking for a good maybe 10 minutes before I could find it. On day 5 I somehow managed to give myself a headache. I don't think that's the main theme of this though. I also found like this cute fir tree place with, I don't know, a flower forest, and I decided that this was where I wanted to build my house because living in that village just wasn't how I wanted to turn it out, so I don't know. I thought that the fir tree logs looked good, I guess. On day 6, obviously continuing to build my house was a big concern of mine, so I went and got some more logs and broke the stuff that I placed because I didn't like it. And I eventually got some stuff done. I basically chopped down trees for like the majority of my day before returning to basically do nothing. I mean, I don't actually think that this was a huge thing, but anyway, I've got a stair on my door, so yeah. Alright bruv, let's be real here. I know that if you're watching this video it's obviously to watch epic Minecraft YouTuber prop build a house. And that's exactly what's going on, except I kind of forgot how to build in Minecraft, so it's not really going very well. I placed the wrong block a couple of times and then I put a floor down because like, I don't know, walking on mud isn't my favourite thing. And then we have doors, and I think I'm just going to leave them like that to be honest because I think it looks good. On day 8 I had a quick munch in the morning and then I went out to go and farm some seeds. I don't really know why I did this, but I planted them outside my house. On day 9 I started out with a little bit of slaughtering animals. It seems to be regular on the prop channel. I really don't know why, it makes me look bad. And then I entered my first cave where I was ambushed by mobs I really hate. I went further in and got some coal, which was pretty good I guess, but then I got ambushed by some more mobs and I decided I wasn't doing that, so I left and went home because I can't handle that today. We eating the things we killed and we killing again. This makes me look like a disgusting person. I walked outside and watched a zombie burning to death. It kind of feels like how I feel, I don't know. I then killed more things because, I don't know, torture or something, a bit funny. On day 12 I discovered a new type of plant and then I went mining for some well specifically iron, but I did pick up some coal too because it was useful. I got enough to make armor. On day 13, I patched up the hole in my roof a little bit and I made the roof of the house. I think it looks cute. I planted some extra crops on the outside of my house, which I think looks pretty cute. And then I also filled in the wall of the top bit and I put some rocks down. I basically just continued with building because I thought that that would be easy, and also it meant that the house just looked better than it did to begin with. I think it looks more complete now, which is quite nice. Anyone watching this can vouch that I'm obviously a fantastic Minecraft player, but sometimes we have little slip-ups like this one, which obviously show off my real talent for Minecraft. I finished the nether portal, so I decided I needed to go out and find some gravel. But on my way I came across this. No mate, what is that? Oh, it's genuinely coming at me, what the No, what is that? What is that? Ooh. Leather? What? I eventually came to a pool of water where there was some gravel and sand, and I took both, gravel for flint and sand for my windows. I got bored, so I decided I was going to go out to find where the sea was. I found this cave that I'd never seen before, and I found that the sea really was a lot closer to home than I thought it was. I came to this biome full of dead trees, which I honestly found a bit creepy, so I continued running until I found a jungle-looking biome. I found an ocelot that ran away from me, and then I spent the night in this willow biome because I didn't have a bed. I spent the entirety of my next morning looking at pretty trees and flowers, but honestly, if you're in a biome like this, who wouldn't? The trees that I got were, I think, cherry and jacaranda wood, because look at the pretty leaves. I don't know, I love it, it's so cool. I spent the night outside, and in the morning I came across this, which really fed into my destructive tendencies. It was very nice, but I didn't really find much else, so I spent the rest of the night hiding in a hole outside. It wasn't interesting though. So this is going to sound super dumb, but I got lost trying to find my way home, and I spent about 4 days in a boat and exploring different biomes before I remembered that coords were a thing, and yeah, they pretty much saved my life. I finally made it back on the morning of day 24, but just as I was getting through my door, I got shot for basically no reason, so I'm a bit mad, not gonna lie. On day 25, I decided to go outside and plant those pretty saplings that I brought back with me because they're so cute and I love the look of them. Like, I can't resist them. I want to have more, but I only brought back 6. This is ridiculous, but I waited the full 20 minutes standing in the same place just for the trees to grow so that I could run through them for like 30 seconds. I decided that since I've pretty much abandoned the house, I wanted to do some work on it, so I gave myself a second floor, which I think I deserved. I put in a window hole and I patched up the roof, and then I put windows in, which took ages. So I went mining for a stupid amount of time. I found a spawner, but I forgot to have shaders on. I eventually realised that they were off and adjusted what I was doing, but I found a name tag. The rest of the stuff in the chest was kind of crap, and then I mined some more different ores. I took a lot of coal because coal is useful, and then I came across a creeper, but you know, with my Minecraft skills, I killed it. So that's pretty cool, huh? And then I found some gold, and that was pretty much it. I didn't find anything too good. On day 32, I finally made my way back home just to open my door and find spiders. Not 1, but 3. I mean, what have I done wrong to deserve that? I eventually destroyed the spiders with my epic PvP skills and confronted a creeper. I felt like I wasn't being productive, so I took myself on a trip. Oh no, that is foul. Oh god, why are they so no, why did that why do they have villager heads? Come on man, this is not funny anymore. Oh, they're so grim. That's gross. I hate this game. So I'm not gonna lie, I did spend a stupid amount of time mining, but one thing I'm really proud of is the amount of diamonds that I was able to bring home with me. I only got my first diamond on day 35, which is honestly pretty late game considering how much time I'd been playing for. I don't really know, but I had, I think 23 diamonds by this point, so I made myself a diamond pickaxe. I got some obsidian, but I've cut that out of the film. And then I made my way back home, and I actually decided to craft a full set of diamond armor, because I felt like I kind of deserved it. I don't know. My next goal is to get an enchantment table now, but I left my books back at the village, so I'm gonna have to go back to get them. I eventually found where the village was, and to be honest, I still agree with the sign over the door. I grabbed my books and that was pretty much it. I wanted to enchant some of my gear, but I had no bookcases, so that just wasn't going to work for me. Because I'm obviously a very intelligent human being, I decided to take a trip to the Nether. I found an interesting block which happened to be named Flesh, and an eye chased me for some reason. I found a snail, a lava snail, and then I saw this massive wasp's nest, which of course I decided was a great idea to go and take a look at. So I bridged over there and I mined my way in, just to realise that that was actually a terrible idea. So I had to make my way up before I died, and I dug myself into a hole because I was scared. I honestly hate the Nether with a passion. I mean, I found a fortress and everything, but it took me way too long. I'm a sort of builder, crafter person, not a I'm gonna explore the Nether and just cause myself copious amounts of pain for no reason. But I found a blaze spawner, I got some blaze rods, and then I escaped. I was gonna say without harm, but I was on fire, so you know, there was that. And then I found this. Oh my god, not this crap again. Why every single time I play this game, stuff like this happen? Man, can you just go away? Go away! My god! So I personally feel like you can hear I was obviously coping well in the Nether, and it definitely wasn't getting to me at all. Totally. Anyway, I found my way back to the portal, and that was the end of that. On day 66, I finally returned home and decided to do some work around the house, since I probably spent around 2 weeks in the Nether, which is kind of crazy. I took some leaves from the trees that I planted and then I placed them on my house so that they look like vines. I'm not sure what I think of it though. On day 67, I decided to go out at night and start farming for ender pearls. I didn't really find many endermen, so I mainly fought with skeletons. And, well, spiders I guess too, but they're pretty easy to kill. I finally found one enderman literally as the sun was rising, and it only dropped a single pearl, which was kind of sad. I went out again on the next night and thankfully came across some endermen pretty early into the evening. They hardly dropped anything, but at the end of everything I did gather 5 ender pearls, so I'm pretty pleased. The evening of day 69 was actually pretty nice. I crafted myself an anvil and then fixed my tools and pretty much went straight to bed. By day 70 I was getting a little bit bored with the house, so I built 2 trees that you can see, one using jacaranda wood and the other using cherry. I planted some flowers outside the doorway and that was it. So I went outside hoping that the wandering trader was there because I could hear some villager noises, but it was another gross little goblin. So I went back home and decided to put more books down for my enchantment table, just to realise that there honestly wasn't enough space to do the full enchantment table and get me proper enchantments. So I've decided to move the enchanting table downstairs. By day 72, I was out back in the fields where I planted all of the jacaranda wood to mine some to put in the enchanting table room. I honestly don't know why I do this to myself, but I'm doing it anyway, so now we'll have a nice snug place to put the enchantment table. I'm hoping it will turn out well. I mean, I don't have high expectations. On day 73, I returned to my basement to place a couple more bookcases and place my enchantment table before then going out all night fighting mobs. I mainly did this for some extra XP gain, and also to find a couple more ender pearls as I really need as many as I can get. I've played for 73 days now without dying, which honestly might be a new record for me. On the morning of day 74, I arrived home to see 2 visitors that I definitely did not invite, and I'd like them to go home as soon as possible. On day 76, I made some Eyes of Ender, although I don't think I have enough to get myself to a stronghold and then to fill the portal. I spent days 78 to 84 mining gold to get some golden apples for when I go to the end, because although I've survived long enough, I don't entirely trust myself to do this properly without dying, so I just wanted to have some backup, I guess. I found some gold and I also came across some diamonds, which I was lucky to get, as you know, they're always good to have, I guess. On day 86, I made myself a diamond sword and then decided to enchant as much of my armor as I could. I didn't necessarily get the best enchantment, but it was better than nothing, I suppose. It could be a lot worse. I was worrying about the amount of ender pearls that I had, so on day 88 I decided to go out and see if I could farm some more mobs. I did, and I feel like I kind of jinxed myself by saying that I hadn't died yet, because I almost did. Man, this is stupid, but by day 91 I'd got 3 ender pearls. Like, that's nothing, but I still got them, so I think we're good. Now obviously, since you all know me as Pro Gamer Proc, I was... God's sake, I was gonna have no problem finding the stronghold at all. But it was kind of a lie. Like, a little bit. I mean, it didn't take too long. I think it was probably around 1,000 blocks away from the house, but I was wandering around this biome for a pretty long time until I figured out that I was pretty much standing on top of the stronghold, which, I think I should have figured that out quite a while before I did. But I eventually was able to start mining down, and when I did, I came across the stronghold. And it was a pretty great feeling, I'm not gonna lie. By day 96, I was prepared enough to do things properly in the end. I wanted to get the dragon fight over and done with as quick as possible because, well, who wouldn't? I took out the towers first, as per usual, and I was doing pretty well until I got stuck in a water thing that I'd placed, and I died. For the first time in 96 days. Damn. I was back by day 97 though, and was willing to do things properly, but I accidentally ended the recording right up until where the dragon was extremely weak, which was just stupid, and I'm quite disappointed in that, to be honest. I eventually freed the end, you know, look at that. Minecraft Savior. Minecraft Savior, and then I took the dragon egg, and I think I'm ready to go and get elytras because that seems quite cool. On day 98 I went through the gateway and I found this mob. No. What? Is it passive? I kept walking and I came across an end city pretty near where I spawned, which was very lucky, or so I thought. I spent some time in there basically getting beaten up by shulkers before I realised that there was no boat, so the best thing to do was move on to find a new end city, and I came across one relatively quickly. I've just cut to me climbing up because I don't think you want to see that. This was probably the most unlucky I've been to getting an elytra in my life. I was constantly being shot at by shulkers. I had to build myself a whole protective case and everything. Please, 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 please. Oh my god. By the time I was able to reach the end ship, it was already day 100, and I was worried I wasn't going to make it because I only had about 10 minutes left, but I did. I got my elytra, and honestly I'm quite proud of myself. Honestly, I think that was a pretty crazy 100 days. I'm surprised that I died so little times compared to how I normally do. I mean, normally we would have at least 20 deaths within the first 5 minutes, so I'm pretty pleased with that. But if you enjoyed this video, which I really hope you did, please consider dropping a like. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing because it would help me out a ton and I'd really appreciate it. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, and I hope to see you again soon.